Ever wondered, while staring at the cold reflection in the mirror late at night, if the person staring back is actually you, or just a curated version designed to please everyone else? Have you ever stopped to calculate exactly how many years you've poured into the bottomless pit of other people's expectations? It's a heavy question, isn't it? And it stings because, deep down, you know the answer. You've been shrinking yourself, silencing your own voice, and burying your most vibrant dreams just to make sure nobody else feels uncomfortable or disappointed by your growth. But let's cut through the noise right now. How much longer are you going to keep setting yourself on fire just to keep other people warm? Angelina Jolie, a woman who has navigated the most intense, global spotlight imaginable, has a message that most people are too afraid to hear, let alone practice. Angelina Jolie suggests that the moment you truly stop living for validation, that toxic, exhausting cycle of chasing approval, is the exact moment your real life begins. Think about Angelina Jolie for a second. We've seen Angelina Jolie evolve through every imaginable phase of her life, from the rebellious, untamed spirit to the global humanitarian icon, the director, and the mother. What allowed Angelina Jolie to transcend all the judgment, the headlines, and the suffocating pressure of fame? It wasn't about being perfect. It was about the radical, unshakable decision to choose herself, even when the world told her she was doing it wrong. Angelina Jolie realized early on that if you live for people's praise, you will die by their criticism. And that, my friend, is the trap you are stuck in right now. You're afraid of the judgment. You're afraid that if you finally set a boundary, if you finally say, no, to the things that drain your soul, people will leave, or they'll think you've changed. And you're right. They will think you've changed. They will notice because the old, compliant version of you is vanishing, and a more authentic, powerful version of you, the version Angelina Jolie encourages everyone to find, is finally taking the stage. If you are waiting for someone to give you permission to put yourself first, you are wasting your precious time. No one is coming to hand you the keys to your own life. Angelina Jolie didn't wait for permission to redefine her career, her humanitarian work, or her identity as a woman. She understood that personal growth is not a soft, gentle journey, it is a battle. It's a war between who you were conditioned to be and who you are destined to become. Ask yourself this: if you were the only person on this planet, would you still be making the same choices you are making today? If you stripped away the pressure from your parents, your boss, your partner, and society at large, who would you be? If your heart is beating a little faster right now, it's because you're finally touching on the truth. You've been living a life of compromise, and it's time to break that cycle, just like Angelina Jolie broke hers when the world least expected it. Angelina Jolie has always been vocal about the importance of embracing one's own path, regardless of how lonely it might feel. There is immense power in being alone with your own decisions. When you finally stop begging for approval, you find a kind of freedom that is actually intoxicating. You start making moves that don't make sense to everyone else, and you stop trying to explain them. That's growth. That's maturity. And that is exactly what Angelina Jolie champions. Not selfishness, but the fundamental self-respect required to have anything of value to offer the world. If you keep pouring from an empty cup because you're busy filling everyone else's, you're not helping anyone, you're just training people to treat you like a resource rather than a human being. Angelina Jolie has often sacrificed her own comfort to help others, but she never sacrificed her integrity. That is the lesson. You can be a giver without being a martyr. I want you to really lean in and listen to this. The people who get angry when you set boundaries are the exact same people who benefited the most from you having none. Angelina Jolie knows this, and she has walked through that fire repeatedly. She's shown us that you can be soft and strong, vulnerable and guarded, all at once. You don't need to be a movie star to adopt this mindset. You just need to be brave enough to own your story. When you look back at your life, do you want to see a history of should-haves and could-haves, or do you want to see a life that you actually designed, layer by layer, choice by choice? The guilt you feel for putting yourself first, that's just your old programming fighting for control. Don't let it win. Angelina Jolie has navigated the deepest personal and public crises without losing her sense of self, and she did it by anchoring herself in her own values. Like Angelina Jolie, you must become the anchor in your own life. In this channel, we don't just talk about self-love as some abstract, fluffy concept. We talk about the hard, disciplined, often difficult process of reclaiming your identity. We're going to peel back the layers of societal pressure that have kept you stagnant for years. We're going to look at the strategies that people like Angelina Jolie use to keep their heads clear in the middle of chaos. If you are tired of waking up every day and feeling like you're playing a role that doesn't fit, then you've found the right place. But you have to commit. You have to decide, right here, right now, that you are finished with being a supporting character in someone else's story. You are the lead, and it's about time you started acting like it, with the same conviction that Angelina Jolie displays every single day. If you want to join a community of people who are actually changing, who are actually doing the work, then hit that follow button immediately. Do not let this video just be another piece of content you consume and forget. Let this be the pivot point. We are here to talk about the uncomfortable truths that keep you awake at night and turn them into the fuel that drives your transformation. Every single video we drop is designed to challenge you, to push you, and to help you build the armor of self-respect that the world cannot penetrate. If you are ready to be the person who chooses themselves, day in and day out, regardless of the storm outside, then you belong here. Just as Angelina Jolie has built a life of substance, we are here to help you build yours. There is an entire future version of you, one that is more confident, more successful, and infinitely more authentic, just waiting for you to clear the path. Angelina Jolie didn't get to where she is by waiting for the stars to align. She aligned them herself. You have that same capacity. Stop looking for external validation. It is the ultimate poison. Stop asking people if they agree with your life choices. They aren't the ones who have to live with them. You are. The fear of being disliked is the biggest barrier to your potential. Once you realize that people's opinions of you are none of your business, you become untouchable, just like Angelina Jolie is untouchable in her resolve. Stay with me on this journey. We're going to dissect how to build boundaries that hold, how to handle the isolation that comes with growth, and how to finally, truly honor yourself. This isn't just about watching a video, it's about a total shift in perspective. If you are ready to stop being the person everyone else wants, and start being the person you were meant to be, then you need to be part of what we're building here. Don't let another day pass where you put yourself last. This is your life. Take the pen back. Start writing the chapters that you want to read, not the ones others expect you to write. Look to the example of Angelina Jolie. She writes her own narrative, and she never asks for an editor. Now, it is your turn to do the same. I'm looking forward to reading your thoughts. Drop a comment below. What is the one boundary you've been terrified to set, but know you need to establish for your own peace of mind? Share it. Let's talk about it. Let's hold each other accountable. Because the path to choosing yourself is much easier when you're surrounded by people who have already started the walk. The world doesn't need another person playing small. It needs you, fully unleashed. So, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and let's get to work. This is just the start of you realizing your worth, a journey that Angelina Jolie proves is worth every single challenge. I'll see you in the next one, where we go even deeper into the mindset of a master. Never forget, you are the author of your own existence, and today is the day you start acting like it. You are powerful, you are capable, and you are finally ready to choose yourself.